When I stopped dying, hell got nervous. I wasn't a problem when I was breaking. I wasn't a threat when I was drowning. I wasn't even on the radar when I was destroying myself quietly, calling it coping, calling it normal, calling it, this is just my life. No, I was predictable then, manageable, muted, a shadow of a woman who didn't even know she was still breathing. But the moment I stood up in the grave I built, the moment I whispered, I want to live, the moment I said, I choose God over numbness, the moment I declared, I'm done being my own assassin, hell panicked because I stopped dying. And a woman who stops dying is a woman hell can't control. See, darkness doesn't fight you when you're walking with your eyes closed. It fights you when you start seeing. It doesn't bother you when you're sinking. It bothers you when you start swimming. It doesn't whisper when you're lost. It whispers when you start coming home. And I came home to myself, to God, to breath, to purpose, to the version of me hell hoped I'd never meet. That's why the pressure increased. That's why the loneliness screamed. That's why the depression circled. That's why the old cravings rose up like ghosts begging for one more night. Because I switched kingdoms, I switched masters, I switched identities, I switched destinies. And the enemy hates a woman who remembers who she is. So now I speak this with my chest. I am not your playground. I am not your punching bag. I am not your recycled storyline. I am not your easy target. I am God's. And that alone makes me dangerous. For it is written, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. And I felt that, not as a verse, but as a verdict. So if hell is loud, it's because heaven is moving. If the attacks are personal, it's because my purpose is too. If the pressure is heavy, it's because my anointing is heavier. I am not who I was when I was breaking myself. I am who I'm becoming now that God is rebuilding me. And that is why the devil is bothered. Because I stopped dying and I started living. And a living woman is a weapon. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world.